G'day guys, and welcome to the very final episode of Omagic Tales. Final episode for Craig's story anyway. As I've mentioned in past episodes, Omagic Tales will continue with my story in the coming weeks. I don't know if we're going to give ourselves a break or if we're going to go straight into it next week. I'm not sure yet, but we'll let you know when this video comes out. Also, before we get stuck into the good stories, we'd also like to point this out because it has been sitting between us every episode, but we haven't really said anything about it. Well, this was actually made by Craig and myself. It's an old drawer out of a chest of drawers. Put some legs on it. We have you can tell from down here, we have a model of the Titanic that I had to build, which has got lights in it.
Titanic, yeah.
Yep. And then we filled the rest of the space with epoxy resin, which gives you that glass look. And then we also put a salt rock in. And then Craig went up the salt rock because he drilled a hole right in the middle and put an white LED light in there, so it makes it really pop.
Yeah, I said there's lights in the ship, and so we can't see the. Where's the light in the beautiful crystal here?
So how did all that?
When I learnt that it was a salt rock, I said, well, the light will shine beautifully through that.
And it really does. And if you have a look in the bottom corner right now, you can see a video we took of it in the dark, so it really stands out.
Yeah, so it doesn't come up on the camera that much because of all the lights, but...
exactly, we've got some pretty bright lights, as you can tell on this right now.
So you move your cup so they can see it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see?
So it's quite nice, but we thought we'd actually just point it out because we've never actually talked about it.
But that is in all of the shows now that we've pointed that out, you'll notice that.
Exactly right.
Fancy telling them at the end of the show.
Yeah, it took me a while, didn't it? But anyway, we're going to get stuck straight into the stories now, because this is all about good stories from Craig's life. We're done with the chronological life story, and now we're on to some good stories for the final episode. So let's get stuck straight into it. What were some? We'll start, I guess, with the younger years. What were some of the good stories?
Oh yeah, well, remember when we, I don't know, when we first had, smoked a bit of marijuana.
Bit of experiment.
Yeah, I can remember that stuff. But I was out one day with one of my mates, and he hadn't had it first time for him, so I thought, oh, well, it's all right. And he had some, and then we had to pull up on the side of the road, and he was wanted to be sick. Yeah. Yeah, he said, what you do?
A bit strong for him?
Yeah, a bit strong, and then I was like, well, wait this out a bit, wait half an hour or something. I said to him, we've got to get back in the car, man, we've got to get going, right? Cops are coming soon. So, yeah, and that was quite funny, yeah, that was a good one, yeah. I said, even though I don't keep you spew up on the floor, get in the car, we're going, So, let's get out of here, yeah.
Yeah, and you had a few instances with him.
Yeah, oh no, there's another instance with some other people in an oval when the cops pulled us up when we got out because we were smoking in the car, and then we got bogged and the neighbours rang up the cops because of all the noise from the revving engines and doing wheelies. We'll do wheelies getting out of a bog, not doing wheelies. Although I did a wheelie when we got out. I mean, as we come, because you've got to clean the wheels off before you hit the bitumen.
Of course.
And yeah, so allegedly donuts on the oval was the charge after they pulled me over. And breathalyzer, nothing. Pull another car in because they didn't believe the breathalyzer's playing up. All right, yeah, okay, do another one, nothing. And then I noticed there's a divvy van, so I've got 3 cop cars pulled over. There's 4 of us in the car. All this smoke coming out of the car. In those days, they couldn't detect it. They had they had no tests or anything. So, I don't think they even knew what it was in those days, to be honest. So, yeah, got away with that. That was fun. It was a lot of fun, that one. Yeah, good fun. Yeah. Couldn't do it today.
Yeah, I was going to say, you would not get away with that today.
Kids, don't you do this? I was going to say don't do it at home, but you wouldn't be at home, would you?
I think they call it a PSA, public service announcement. Kids, don't do what he did.
Yeah, that's it. Do not do as I do. Listen to me, but do not do.
Technically, I actually have to mark these videos as not for kids, which is funny, but yeah.
No, this one's for kids because I'm just telling you.
Yeah, I guess that's true, actually.
Yeah.
I might mark this one, but... Alright, so there was some other escapades around that experimental era, wasn't there?
Oh, yeah. I even used it to my own advantage, not even, something else. But I remember a time when I used to grow my own veggies and stuff, and I had some silver beet out the back. Silver beet goes out of season and it goes to flower. Nice little heads on there of seeds. And I'm looking at those and I'm going, gee, that looks pretty good. That looks perfect. So I'll pluck off a nice one, dry it out, wrap it up in some foil, and give it to me mate. This is a guy that deserves a little bit of sorting out.
Right.
And yeah, his pranks were just over the top, too far.
Right.
Yeah, and I thought, well, this guy's got to get pulled back a bit.
Yeah.
So it's time for me. So I gave him this. I said, oh, yeah, try this, man. Good, yeah. No, just have it. And yeah, he took it home and smoked that for a while. About 3 hours later, I get a phone call. He's got a headache. He's not feeling too good. I told him what it was. And I said, so yeah, in a few different words, I said, don't muck around with me. Draw the line somewhere. So, yeah, and I didn't really hear much from him anymore.
Well, then I guess you could say that was effective.
Yeah, it was quite effective, that one.
Yeah.
It worked a treat, actually.
And so you also, as probably some of you remember, you had a dog called Tara, but you really did go on some adventures with her, didn't you?
Yeah, I've been on adventures with her. Well, first thing is funny things with her. We were driving in Cranbourne somewhere, and drive past this dog competition thing. So we thought we'd pull into there.
Yeah.
The missus says, "Can we go in?" I said, "Yeah, right." So go in there and really just have a look, see what's going on. And I think there was a girl there taking registrations to enter into the competition.
Yep.
And the missus was talking to her and encouraging her to, put her in. So I said, oh yeah, okay, I'm right. I don't care. And yeah, so we went in there and we did all the competitions, and she's come up for different events. And getting up to about number 5, we've won every event so far, and taken the prize.
Wow.
Yeah, and the only one she didn't win was shiniest coat. And at this stage we're starting to learn. One of the guys said to us, "You guys are going to get kicked out if you keep winning like this." And I said, "Yeah, just didn't do any training. This is how smart our dog is. Normal play for her, just everyday things. Shake your hand, shake the other hand, catch the ball, catch a frisbee, catch anything. Yep. Right? It doesn't matter what it is, and blah blah blah." And so she would have won shiniest coat as well if we would have prepared. She would have had a bath that morning.
Yeah.
But because we were just driving along, it's only really she lost that one.
Yeah, so she quite literally just won a bunch of awards because you happened to coincidentally see this dog competition.
That's how good the dog was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a boot full of prizes. Almost couldn't fit in the boot, in the 180B. And
yeah, you did take her camping a lot too, didn't you?
Yeah, went camping, that's right. One time, what was that? We were camping with Ron, where she Ron didn't believe how good she was with sniffing the nose.
Yeah.
I said, I wouldn't put it past her. He says, I'm going to test it. So he goes, I distracted the dog, Tara, and Ron runs off, tries to get her off the trail trick, run over here, run back, do a few things around there, through the water, across the river, up the tree. And got the radio, he says, yeah, let her go. So I let her go, so she goes straight down to the river, bypassed all the little detours that Ron had made, just straight past all those, straight over the river, up the tree, whoop, 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 there he is. Ron's in the tree. What?
Can't believe
Couldn't believe it. Straight to the subject. He even skipped a few bits.
It was just that tuned in.
She probably smelt those bits and went, no, that continues.
Yeah.
And you might as well skip that. That's how smart she was. Why waste your time following the trail when it's only a detour?
Exactly
right. It worked the detour out and everything.
Yeah, right.
I used to chuck a frisbee out the bathroom window. She had to go out the bathroom, out through the house, through the back door, right around the backyard, go and find that frisbee and bring it straight back to me. She'd bring that frisbee back to me faster than I could get out of the bathroom.
Whoa.
She'd meet me in the hallway.
Okay.
And I'd go, throw it again. That was nothing. I've got to start thinking new tricks. In the end, I stopped training her because she was getting too smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember
you start getting into trouble. When she started jumping the fence and going to the market on her own, that's when I stopped training her. She got too smart.
Basically, while he's at work, this dog decides, I'm going to have an adventure while he's at work.
Yep.
And
I've got 6 hours here, 8 hours.
so she would
go to the market, play with all her friends over there, probably getting the feed from all the guys. Gets to look at all the cows and the animals. Oh my God. And then exactly at 4:10, bolt home before Craig gets home. And one day I took the work truck so she couldn't recognise the car after I'd heard a few rumours. I deliberately set it up, so I said to the boss, "Can I leave my car here and take the truck?" I had some stuff to take home anyway. Yeah. So half-loaded truck, as I did. Half of foldings back at home. And all the stuff they didn't want in those days. Couldn't do it now. Yeah. Half his house is foldings. No, not now. In those days it was. Yeah. So I left a bit early. I said to the because I organised with the boss what I was doing. Yeah. And he goes, "Well, why don't you leave at 4 o'clock? Go a bit early. You'll be right. I'll fix up the book." And yeah, right. So because I went early, I'd catch her out. Yeah. Make sure I do. And even then, she must be able to smell me. Because she was racing me on the footpath against the truck. It's like she could see me. And then I had to stop at the traffic lights and she goes across the pedestrian. She even waits for the lights. I trained her that. Okay. Right? And, well, thank God for that.
Oh, yeah.
You'd be dead.
Yeah.
And I saw this German Shepherd running down the footpath. I couldn't see where she went. But either past my house or in it. And when I get home, she's down the backyard, curled up where she always is, like making out she'd been sleeping. Funny how this time she was puffing, right? Like she'd been running. Hello, give away, you're in trouble.
It sounded very much like Beethoven.
Yeah, so, and after that we got the big gates, so she couldn't jump out anymore. Yeah, and no more training. Yeah, right? Exactly. Yeah, no, she was smart, yeah.
So, I also believe that she wasn't the only one to get up to misadventures or little things she shouldn't have been doing. I believe there was another incident involving a cake.
Oh, no, that was interesting, yes. That would have been at a different place, yeah. Someone who loves lollies and sweets and cakes and stuff, and good for a joke, good for a laugh. Yep. And I remember we made a cake one day, and or someone else did. I won't name who. And so nice chocolate cake. It was chocolate icing, half chocolate icing and half laxative icing, laxative. Ooh. And so this person, nobody else wanted any of the other half of the cake, you see, and only I knew which of the halves were right. So some of the other guys, we explained to them which piece to have, and there was about half a cake left, and this guy already had one piece of it, and then nobody else wants him. You want the rest of this, mate? Yeah, I'll have it. And I don't think he made it home on the train before an incident happened.
Had to relieve himself.
Yes, relieve and so changed his pants when he got home. Poor bugger. So, and the next day he reckons he was sick and everything. And we said, well, you probably had too much cake. You had the whole half of that cake, mate. Probably, when are you sick? So poor bugger. Oh, what a nasty thing to do. Gee, that was bad. That was a bad one. No, he was still alive. He's all right. It's harmless.
So long as he lived, I guess.
Yeah.
So, we're getting towards the end here, but I believe there was another story about you used to quite often go and collect firewood from construction sites.
Oh, yeah, and 180B again. That's the little workhorse, remember?
Of course.
This is a little car used to pull trees down the hills at camping sites, half a tree, bring it into the fire and stuff like that. Go up motorbike hills, like that, on motorbike tracks, not four-wheel drive tracks. Take this 180B up the motorbike tracks, right? It's the only car that could do it. With me and Ron in it, putting our heads down for the CG, right? Otherwise flip. And then getting back to the building wood, yeah, well, we needed to build, what were we building? Something in the backyard. Gazebo or something. Oh, yep. And many ways of getting wood for free, right? You can get leftovers from the building sites and stuff like that. So there's a few houses around the joint getting built, and I said to me, mate, we'll go down and use the tractor. Take the tractor, and the 180B for the viewers. So we loaded it up, big planks, bloody 7 foot long or something, from the passenger side in the front right through the back out the window. So half the wood's out the window. The the door's got to support the whole weight of all those planks of wood. And we're going home through the paddock, and the paddock with bumps and holes. And every time the car went down in a hole and came back up, the wood stayed there, and the window of the car's going, getting lower and lower until it hit the glass. And I said to my mate, I probably won't do that again. You take the wood out, straighten the door back up, ready for the next exercise. Unbelievable. Yeah, good car.
Yeah,
Damn good car, that 180B. I couldn't believe how good it was. And it did 200 kilometres an hour. I won't say much about that.
Yeah, better not. All right, well, that brings us to the end of the good stories and to the end of the final episode of Craig's life story. We really hope you've enjoyed it, and whether you've taken something from it that you can learn from, whether you've just enjoyed it, whatever. So long as you got something from it. And as you know, we'll continue with my story. We'll let you know when that's coming. And from both of us, thank you for watching this entire series, and we will see you in our other shows.
Yep, coming shows.
Yeah.
See you then. Thanks for watching. Always.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. And if you want to be notified of our future videos, hit the bell icon, which will let you know when we release new episodes.